And my partner is Michael Zosangpuia Hnamte. We're a class 9 student and we're representing Govt BVT H High School. As to start this, our focal team is Understanding Ecosystem for Health and Well-being, and the sub-team is Know Your Ecosystem. And the title of the project is Study of Pollination in Govt BVT H High School compound. As to start this, Govt BVT H High School is located in the northern part of BVT H in Aizawl City. It covers an area of about 1,625 square meters. In the school compound, there are about 28 plant species. For our project, we selected 5 plants which have been blooming from June to August 2023. We observed the pollinators 3 times a day, that is, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Let's go to the next one. Hypothesis. Pollinators and flowers help and depend on each other, and pollination is a very important process of ecosystem. And for our objectives, we selected 5 points. And the first point is to know the interrelationship between flowers and pollinators. 2. To document the pollinators of the selected plants in the school compound. 3. To experiment the need of pollination for the formation of fruits, seeds, and grain. 4. To know the availability of pollinators in sunny, cloudy, and rainy day. 5. To know the availability of pollinators at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Methodology and observation. 1. Survey. We went around the school compound and noted down those plants whose flowers are blooming. We selected 5 plants for our project. The selected plants are Zosangpuia, Zabet, Pareng, Midumpampar, and Kodailine. We observed the pollinators in the plants 3 times a day, that is, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., and recorded pollinators in the plants in sunny, cloudy, and rainy day. We also recorded pollinators present at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. 2. Literature research. We read books and internet which give us wider knowledge of pollination. The knowledge and information we get from our literature research are flowers provide nectar, pollen, and waters for pollination, and the hairs all over the pollination body attract the pollen grains when they move from one flower to another. Pollen grains are transferred to the stigma. And lastly, butterflies visit flowers more frequently, but bees are better pollinators. The pollinators present in Govt BVT H High School compound are bees, butterflies, birds, and wind. 3. Experimentation. To prove that pollination is needed for the formation of fruits, seeds, and grain, an experiment is carried out in maize plant. The material used for our experiment are plastic bag, pen, and record procedure. We covered the female reproductive parts of maize plant with plastic bag and made it tight. In this way, the pollen grains cannot enter the female reproductive parts. Usually, pollination occurs in maize plant with the help of bees. After 16 days, we opened the cover of female reproductive parts and discovered that maize grains were not formed. This happened due to the absence of pollination for the formation of fruits, seeds, and grains. And the 4th one is interview and discussion. We went to Respondent Department of Botany, Patsunga University College, and District Horticulture Office, Aizawl District Aizawl. We discussed about pollination. Their knowledge helped us to know more about pollination. And next one, let's look at the result that we take from the experiment. Number 1. Flowers provide pollen, nectar, and water for pollinators' food. Pollinators transfer pollen grains from anther to stigma. 2. Pollinators like bees, butterflies, birds, and wind are present in Govt BVT H High School compound. The most abundant pollinator is butterfly. 3. When pollen could not enter stigma, pollination did not take place. 4. Pollinators are most active in sunny day and least active in rainy day. 5. Pollinators are most abundant at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And for conclusion, we can conclude that flowers and pollinators help and depend on each other. Pollination is needed for the formation of fruits, seeds, and grains. The world food production is dependent on pollination. So, pollination is a very important process of ecosystem. Solutions to the problem. Number 1. The interrelationship between pollinators and flowers are known. 2. The need of pollination For the formation of fruits, seeds, and grains are known. 3. The students are inspired to conserve flowering plants and pollinators. And for the lastly, I would like to add a future plan. 1. To make awareness program for the conservation of flowers and pollinators. 2. To publish an article on the importance of the interrelationship between pollinators and flowers. 3. To grow more flowering plants and put beekeeping books in our school compound. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.